Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my February favorites with you guys. I'm going to be sharing fragrance, body care, skincare, and makeup. So it's a little bit of everything. I have been loving these products so much. I haven't done a favorites. I don't think I did one last month because I wanted my favorites to just be products that I am absolutely loving, and I have a good variety here of products. So if you are new to my channel and you love all things girly, fragrance, body care, self-care, beauty, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any future uploads. I do post 3 to 4 times a week on top of posting shorts as well. So I love to share as much as I can with you guys. So with that said, let's go ahead and let's jump into the February favorites. So I am wanting to focus a little bit more on the favorite makeup and the favorite skincare because I haven't talked to you guys about that in a while, and I do get a lot of you guys asking me about my skincare and the products I used. So if you're curious about my skincare products, I do talk about that on monthly favorites. So if you look at my channel and you find the monthly favorites, I do mention skincare on there, but I do have some really good ones today that I'm going to talk about. But I am going to start off with favorite fragrances, and I'm not going to dwell on that for too long because I talk about fragrances all month long. I give you updates, I give you tray updates and layering combos, so I don't want it to be too repetitive, but I literally picked out the fragrances that I wore a lot throughout the month and that I just couldn't seem to put down. Starting off with the one that I used the absolute most. This is Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth. If you want to smell very sugary, sweet, gourmand, yet it's kind of like a woody scent, this is so good. If you love Bath and Body Works Warm Vanilla Sugar, which when we were in high school, if you're around my age, you were like a certain type of girl. You were either Victoria's Secret Love Spell, Bath and Body Works Warm Vanilla Sugar. I was also a Moonlight Path girly. That was my ride or die scent. They definitely changed that up lately. But back in the day, that smell was so intoxicating. But anyways, Warm Vanilla Sugar. This smells very similar to that, so if you love warm vanilla sugar, you would probably really love this fragrance. It's very affordable. It is a celebrity fragrance, and I wore this so much. I am literally up to here. I'm almost done with this fragrance. I love how easy reach it is. It's sugary, it's sweet, it's girly. It's just like a dessert in a bottle, but it does have like this woodiness to it so that it's not too cloying or gourmand. Really nice scent. Next up, if you are a cherry girl, I really loved this BDK fragrance, and this is BDK Rouge Smoking. It is one of the only cherries that I have been able to enjoy because I'm very picky with cherry. Cherry note is just not for me. It's too like medicinal. Maybe it's because I'm a mom of 3 and I'm constantly giving them Tylenol and cherry medicine when they're sick, and it's literally just like engraved in my mind. So whenever I pull out a cherry scent, it just makes me think of those sleepless nights, and just it's not my vibe. But this right here is sexy, it's smooth, it's smoky, but it's not too smoky. It has like this powderiness. I believe it's heliotrope that's in here, but that is the perfect blend for this fragrance. You get a touch of cherry, but it's not too much. It's very sexy, very intoxicating, very long lasting on me, and I just loved this fragrance. I even liked it for bedtime, so definitely recommend this one. Next up, ooh, this is one that I'm definitely going to be getting a full-size bottle soon. As soon as I'm finished with my Glossier U, which this is going to replace. This is by the 7 Virtues, and this is Amber Vanilla. What a beautiful release. I have been very picky with recent releases. They haven't been doing it for me. But this one and the next one I'm going to talk about, they have really just hit the spot for me. They're so good. This is like Glossier U, if you know what that smells like. It's a very like close to the skin, musky type of scent. There is like an ambery vanilla touch in here. It's amber vanilla, and it has pink pepper, but I don't pick up the pink pepper as much as I do in Glossier U. So as soon as I'm done with Glossier U and this travel size, I will be getting a full size of that. This travel is pretty much halfway done, so this is one that I have really been enjoying for bedtime, for everyday wear, for just easy reach, pick it up and put it on. It smells so good. This next one, I was going back and forth with it, but one of the days that I talked about it, I was editing my content and I decided to spray it on the back of my hand while I was editing to make sure that what I was saying was making sense with what I was smelling. And then I went about my day and I kept smelling something and I was just like, what is that smell? It smells so intoxicating. It smells so good and sweet and sugary. I wanted to like bite my own arm off, and it was this fragrance. This is also a new release. This is by 5 Cents and this is In Too Deep. This is another one that I want to get a full size bottle of. It's not as long lasting. I am going to say that because I don't want people to think that this is an amazing performer, because it's not. But I'm thinking with time, maybe it will get better. But it's intoxicating, okay? So Amber Vanilla is a little more skin-like. It's a little more warm. It's a little less sweet. This brings the sweetness, the sugar, eat me up type of vibes. It smells so... I'm gonna wear this today because it's so addicting. Like, you just want to keep... I don't even know where this is at because I can't see. Oh my god, I think it's like right here. So I'm almost done with it. It's so, so good. If you like those fragrances where they're not too much, if you get headaches easily, if you are a sensitive person, this one and this one, definitely recommend them. I'm going to be leaving everything in the description box so it's easy to find. They are links that I do make commission out of. I like to put that out there, but I do appreciate those of you who do shop through those links. I appreciate you, and it just goes right back into my channel. This right here, so good, addictive, sugary, vanilla, sweet, sparkling, perfection. I love it. Next up, I was in love with this fragrance for the month of February. This is Givenchy Irresistible. That is exactly what it is. Perfect name for it. This scent right here is a delicate rose. It's soft, it's romantic, it's enveloping. It is delicate. The shade of pink that I think of is literally like a soft pink, a pink rose, a soft rose. It's not a mature rose. It's not a vintage rose. It's not a deep red rose. It's not that. It is a soft pink petal rose water type of fragrance, and it's so good. Soft, yet the lasting power for this, out of this world. I put this on one night, went to bed, woke up the next day, my sheets smelled like this, my pillow, my hair, my PJs. I was just, it still smelled like it, like if I had just sprayed it. So performance is great. The scent is beautiful, delicate, romantic, very feminine, classy, but still very, it has like a youthfulness to it at the same time. It's not mature or anything. Very beautiful. And then for an easy reach, I just picked this one up so much, and this is Kayali Eden Juicy Apple. This is just such an easy reach for me. It's fruity, it's a crisp, juicy apple scent. So for me, the name is very accurate for this. I pick up like just the juiciest red apple, and it's very crisp. It kind of reminds me of like middle school days when I used to put gel in my hair and scrunch it up because my gel used to smell just like this. So it just brings back like that youthful side to me, and it smells very, very energetic and girly and perfect for spring and summer. But you can wear this fragrance all year round because it's also beautiful in fall and winter. And I just really, really love this one. So I really loved all of those fragrances. Those were the ones that I picked up the most for the month of February. And then of course, I could not go on with this video without mentioning the body care from Victoria's Secret. I'm not going to go into details because I do have detailed videos. I hauled some so you guys can watch those videos. But all of these new collections right here, they are so good. You should try them out if you go into a Victoria's Secret. These are the Pop Jelly collection. We have a Warm and Cozy, Fresh and Clean, and Vanilla and Dreamy. So good. I actually made dents in these. I've been pairing them with my fragrances. They're very youthful, very flirty, fun fragrances, nothing too serious. I love those types of fragrances. And of course the Vanilla and Dreamy, so good. I use this one so much. So I also have the body lotions just to add to the scent layering, make it a little bit more powerful. But honestly, the body lotions are not a must. I would recommend the fragrance mist for sure. So that I was loving for the month of February. If you happen to pass by a Victoria's Secret, check them out because their body care that they have been releasing, amazing. So now let's move on to makeup products that I have really been loving. I'm going to start off with a face primer. I have been using this one a lot lately, and this is from Onesie Beauty. This is the Secure the Glow Tacky Hydrating Primer. I actually wore this today underneath my foundation. I love the feeling that this gives my skin. It gives a lot of hydration. It's not super duper tacky, and I really love it. I have no complaints with this product. It goes over the skin really nicely, gives a very dewy look, but it's not too slippery. It's not way too dewy, and it actually like sinks into your skin really nicely. So when you put this on, if you wait a little bit and you just let it like sink into the skin, it's just going to moisturize and prep the skin without making it greasy or oily, and it just makes your skin look plump and healthy and ready for makeup. So I really like it, and all of my makeup blended so beautifully over this, so I have no complaints with this. Must have in my opinion if you have dry skin like myself. Next up is the foundation that I have been loving. This is also a new release, and this is from Makeup Forever. This is the HD Skin Hydro Glow Foundation. So I love the original HD Skin foundation. It literally looks like skin. It's thin, but the coverage is perfect. It's beautiful. And now they release this one for dry skin. And when I tell you, beautiful. I used it for today's makeup, which I am going to be uploading the makeup get ready with me, and you will see this foundation in action, but it's so good. And by the way, I started filming my makeup content with my iPhone so that you literally see every pore and line and scar and texture on my skin, because I want my makeup content to be just very crisp and clear so that you guys can see my skin. A lot of times you guys say that I have perfect skin, but the lighting and the camera I use, it definitely gives like a very beautiful flawless finish to the skin. But when I'm doing my makeup, I want it to look as close to the real thing as possible because I don't have perfect skin. I had acne when I was in high school. I have scarring, I have texture, so I want all of that to be able to show. I don't want anyone thinking I have perfect skin, because honestly, nobody does. There's always something that we have, but makeup can look really nice, and there's products that help our skin look smooth and glowy if you're like me and you have dry skin. So this foundation, definitely worth it if you have dry skin like me. As you can see, I have like this glow to my face, but I did set it with a little bit of powder, and it sets beautifully where you need to set it, but then it has like this glow coming from within, almost like when you have a little bit of oil coming through, but not greasy and not messy, and the makeup is just smooth. It is smooth. It's laying on the skin so smoothly, and I just absolutely recommend it if you have dry to normal skin. I don't know how it would work on oily skin. You would have to really set it down, but dry skin girls, you need this. It's so good. And my shade is 1N14. So definitely recommend this foundation. Summer Fridays lip oils. These are the Dream lip oils. I got 2 shades of these. These are recently released as well, but I have been absolutely loving them. I'm not wearing that today. I'm wearing something else, which you will see in the shorts. It's a new product that was sent to me in PR. I'm so grateful and just in shock. But these right here, so good. I was very impressed. They're very thin, so they're actually like a lip oil. They're not glossy or sticky, because sometimes lip oils will claim to be a lip oil, but they're more of like a gloss. This is kind of like the perfect lip oil, which you can kind of use it as a gloss, but it's very thin in consistency, and the color payoff is so great. So I have the shades Blush Dreams. I'm going to swatch it for you guys. And the applicator is really nice. It's like a chunky applicator. You have a lot of space. It picks up a lot of product, as you can see. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this one. Look at that right there. I like that it doesn't give me like little stringy, goopy mess on my lips. Like if I talk with this on, it's just thin. It gives you a very nice hydrated feeling to your lips. It gives you color, so if you put them on with a little bit of lip liner, they are amazing. And here I have Pink Cloud, which I've used less. I actually really love this shade with lip liner. I need to wear this one some more. This one's really pretty as well. It is just like a soft baby pink bubblegum type of shade, and I'm really loving these. There are two other shades that I do want to pick up, but I'm so happy that I got these. Definitely recommend them. Next up, I want to talk to you guys about a setting powder. I had this in my collection for months. I think actually like it's been a year, because I remember using this last holiday season. And I got this from Amazon, and I've only used it a couple times, but the last few times that I used it, I was in shock. I was just like, how come I have not been using this more? This is from Kayali Beauty, and this is the Retouch Soft Focus Setting Powder. If you have dry skin, if you have mature skin, you have to try this powder. It's such a thin powder, and it sets my makeup so beautifully. Like, I put this under my eyes, and the consistency of it was just, it's so smoothing. It smooths over, like, your pores are just smoothed out. You can't see your pores. It smooths out the skin, but you can kind of see your skin shining through underneath. It is a beautiful powder. I cannot rave enough about it. I love just the texture of it. It's so thin. It's almost like you don't have anything on your skin yet. I can definitely see how it kind of like mattified. I had a little bit of like oiliness here from a perfume I sprayed. And then this side is kind of just smooth and not shiny. Beautiful for underneath the under eyes if you don't like a heavy powder, or if you don't like to bake with heavy powders, you can put this under your eyes and then dust off the excess, and I'm telling you, it's so good. And I believe it was affordable. I don't think this was like a lot. It might have been maybe like $14 or something. I gotta search it up now. Okay, it's $22, but it's so worth it. So I'm going to be leaving it in the description box if you're interested, but so good if you have dry or mature skin. And powder sometimes tends to look like too powdery on you or too cakey, or it just like makes, I've used powders in the past where it will literally make my under eyes like shrivel up. So I hate when that happens. This, it will set your makeup and you will feel it setting your makeup, but it will just leave it so smooth. That's such a good powder. Next up, the blush that I'm wearing today. So I featured this blush in my latest Sephora haul. This is the latest release from Patrick Ta. This is the Double Take Cream and Powder Blush, and this is in the shade She's the Moment. She's the Moment. She's the Moment. This is not the typical like peachy, super orange blush. Like, as you can, it's even making me look, I mean, the lighting is kind of making me look brighter, but in person it's making me look like I have a freaking tan. It's making me look like I just came back from vacation. It's the perfect amount of peach, but it's not too peachy or orangey. It's almost like a peach that has like a pinky touch to it. I don't even know how to describe it, but when I was first putting it on, the powder was perfect, and then when I went over it with the cream, I was just like, oh crap, this is kind of like bright. But it's perfect because blush is kind of like the first thing that leaves your face, so it settled into like this just healthy, beautiful blush shade. I love it. I'm going to be using this all spring and summer long. I'm so happy that I added this to my collection. I have not tried the other shades. I did pick up the two other new shades, but I haven't put them on. So I only included this one in this video because it was an automatic yes. The powder has like a shimmery touch to it, so it gives you like this very healthy glow without it being chunky, or like it doesn't enhance the pores or anything. And then the cream just brings back the life to your cheeks, and it's just a must have. What a beautiful blush. I love it so much. Definitely recommend it. So she's definitely the moment. And then last makeup product is, I actually got a request to use this eyeshadow, and I had it sitting in my collection and I never used it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to put your comments on the screen. You asked me, I don't know if it was on TikTok or where, because I'm posting my content on all the platforms, but someone asked me to use ColourPop Ritz eyeshadow to create a look, and I did that today. And when I tell you, Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy or Space Cowboy, I don't remember the name, like, who is she? This one, the glitters on this shadow. Do you see those shimmery on my eyes? I don't know if that's gonna help. I don't know. When I'm editing, I'll see. But the shimmer that this has, and this is ColourPop. You can find it at Ulta. You can find it at drugstores, at Target. It looks like this. So you can see all of the sparkles. I am in love with it, and I'm definitely going to be using it as a topper for many looks, but it's just like the easiest way to do like a quick warm shade on the crease, light champagne shade in the inner corner, and then you pop this on the top. You're done, and it looks so pretty. And now let's move on to skincare. I feel like this video is going to be so long. So I recently had to take antibiotics. Every time I take antibiotics, my skin goes crazy. I get a bunch of texture, my skin gets red, I break out. It's horrible. So I have finished it more than a week ago, so everything's kind of going back to normal. So I've been working on getting my skin nice and smooth and moisturized, but I've been using some products here that I have really been loving. Some of them have been sent to me, but when products are sent to me in PR, that's my favorite way to receive products, because they just send it over to you and you're not forced to do any content with it. You just share it if you like it, and you don't if you don't. I started off testing this Versed Day Dissolve Cleansing Balm. This was sent over to me, I would say like a few months ago, and I just had it sitting in my drawers, and I was about to purchase the pharmacy one, I think it is, that I really, really liked. I had a sample of it, and then I was just like, why don't you just use what they sent you and try it out and see if you love it? Oh my God, this is the only thing I've been using to remove my makeup. Now, I do pair it with a makeup eraser, the little cloths. So what I do is, and this is actually the jumbo size, I think they have a smaller one, but as you can see, this has been getting love from me. And make sure that your hands are dry. Make sure that your hands are dry, because the first time I used it, I kind of had my hands damp and it left like a film on my face. So I wasn't sure if I liked it or not, but then I tried it the second time, and then I've used it maybe like more than 10 times after that. It has like a kind of minty smell to it, because it has eucalyptus oil, so it does have a little bit of that smell, but it's not too strong. And I literally just take like a scoop of it, you work it in your fingers, and you literally just rub it all over your face, your eyebrows, your eye makeup, your mascara. Just rub. It's going to melt everything off. And then I take a makeup eraser and run it under some warm water, and when I tell you, this leaves my skin makeup free. There is like no mascara under my eyes there, and it also doesn't make my eyes sting, because I have used balms in the past that kind of make me get like blurry vision, like it leaves a film in my eyes, and that scares the crap out of me, and it stings, and it's not fun. But that doesn't happen with this one for me. I take everything off with the makeup eraser, and my skin is completely just, it takes everything off. So I'm really, really enjoying this. You can find this, I think, at Target and on their website, and I really, really recommend this. Really good. It's affordable, and I love it so much to take my makeup off. Next up, I have really been loving this. I hauled this a while back, and I was scared to start using it because some things can be a little too harsh for my skin, but this has been a godsend. This is from The Ordinary, and this is the Glycolic Acid 7% toning solution. I got this with the intention of using it on my armpits, because I heard people saying that this is like a good deodorant, even though I don't really smell too strong. Like if I forget to put deodorant on, it's not that big of a deal for me. I don't really smell like that because I don't sweat too much. But I decided to just start using it on my face, and I mean, you can see it's almost halfway done. I don't use it every single day because I think that too much exfoliation does the opposite of what you want. It can give you breakouts, it could irritate your skin barrier. So I use this like every other night, 2 to 3 times a week, I would say. And I noticed that it gives me like glass skin the next morning. It really exfoliates my face, especially my nose. Kind of gets rid of like blackheads and keeps everything very clear and really, really good. So I really recommend this. Also very affordable. So I love when I can recommend affordable products to you guys, and this has been working for me really good. Next up is a retinol. Now, retinol helps with fine lines, aging, texture, wrinkles. It's a very good thing to use to prevent expression lines, and I'm in my early 30s, so I'm just kind of being preventative and trying to keep up with my skin. I know that we're going to age, but if I can kind of like help myself, I'm all for it. So I got sent this retinol. I'm very, very careful with retinols because they can dry out your skin, they can irritate your skin. So this one claims to be like the perfect retinol for a starter, like a person starting on retinol. It is from Coco Kind. So I have been using this. I started off using it only once a week, even though they claim that you can use this 2 to 3 times per week and then upping to every day. But I was very slow with it because I don't want to make my skin go crazy, but I do want to use a retinol. It's such an amazing active for fine lines, textures, and wrinkles. So this is the retinol gel. It is 0.1% retinoid comfort complex with aloe and cica. And they did send this over to me. I didn't even talk about it. I wanted to try it out first. And so far, it is not drying out my skin. It's not irritating my skin. And I am noticing a little bit more of a smooth effect to my skin. This is a time-released retinol, Grand Active Retinoid Blend. And it's at 0.1% for max results and increased comfort. So you apply a thin layer to clean dry skin, and it says you can use it 2 to 3 times per week. So I am going to up the times that I use it per week, but so far using it once a week, I've already started to notice a nice difference. It's not too harsh. So if you've used retinol in the past and it's kind of like freaked out your skin, this is a nice one to try out to start off with. It's a low dose and it's, I think, good for sensitive skin. So I've really, really been loving this. Next up, this was also sent over to me, and this was sent to me by Matter of Fact. I have really been loving their skincare. I went through an entire moisturizer, and then now I have been using the 20% L-ascorbic acid with ferulic acid and maritime pine. This is for brightening and firming. Again, I don't use this every day. This one I use in the morning time 2 to 3 times per week because I do also use niacinamide, and I also like to use other products, so I alternate them. I don't use them all together in a day. This, when I first started wearing it, it kind of caught me off guard because it is a very oily consistency, so I don't like the feeling of oil on my skin, but it's not, it hasn't broken me out, it's not irritating my skin, and I feel like it is helping with my hyperpigmentation that I suffer with from my hormonal breakouts. But it is like a very oily, it's like a thin oil consistency because it's very runny, but it does feel like an oil. I'm not a fan of the smell. Some people said it smells like hot dog water, which I can agree, but it really gives you like this brightening effect to the skin, and it really, I feel, has been helping with my hyperpigmentation and just making my skin look really healthy and bright overall. Again, vitamin C is something that can break me out really bad. This has not done that, and it has been working beautifully. So I have been using this. And now for the last product that I have introduced to my skincare routine, it is the Glow Recipe Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. I am loving this product as well. As you can see, it is also halfway done. I bought this one myself, and this product is perfect to start off your skincare. So this is the first thing that I put on before I go in with serums or moisturizer. And this also has ingredients that help with hyperpigmentation as well. It's very thin in consistency. It's kind of like a jelly consistency. I don't know if you can see it moving in there, but when you pump it out to your hand, it is like a gel, but it's super runny and thin and just looks like water going on the skin. So it's very, very thin. It's even thinner than like a toner. It's so thin, and it really helps kind of like to help the rest of your skincare sink into your skin, and it gives a very, very nice glow. It makes your skin look very healthy and bright and dewy. And I've just been loving it. And when you use this in the morning, it kind of gives you like this burst of energy because it's almost like you're putting a glass of orange juice on your face. It's not strong smelling like that, but you can definitely smell like a citrusy scent. And in the morning, it just wakes me up and makes me feel very refreshed and awake. That is it for my favorites for February. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below if there's any of these products that you love, that you want to share your opinion about and your experience with them. I would love to read the comments. And with that said, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.